Hello everyone, welcome to the Upfront. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi posed for photographs shaking hands with Chinese President Xi Jinping, a sharp irony unfolded before the nation's eyes. Only a few years ago, Modi and his party had built their politics on fierce criticism of China. They had accused the Congress government of weaknesses for maintaining diplomatic courtesies with Beijing. They had mocked gestures of protocol, claiming that the lives of Indian soldiers were being forgotten. Yet today, the same leaders are performing those very gestures, smiling, shaking hands, and presenting the meeting as a diplomatic success. It is worth recalling the Galwan Valley clash of June 2020 when 20 Indian soldiers lost their lives defending the border. The Modi government never once mentioned China directly in its official statements after that tragedy. Not once did the Prime Minister utter the word China while acknowledging the loss. The silence was deafening, yet today those in power are eager to present their photo opportunities with Xi Jinping as the evidence of statesmanship. The pliant media has taken the cue. Across television screens, we now see colorful graphics portraying Modi and Xi as world leaders of heroic statues, with former US President Trump cast as the villain of the story. These are the same channels that once projected Trump and Modi as partners against China, painting Xi Jinping as the villain. With every political season, the narrative changes and the contradictions are conveniently forgotten. The government too mirrors the media's selective memory. Take the case of Operation Sindoor. At that time, senior military officials openly said that India was fighting not just Pakistan, but Pakistan backed strongly by China. Yet the government never confronted Beijing directly. Today, those same Chinese positions are overlooked while media houses cheerfully glorify Modi's handshake as a masterstroke. The irony deepens when one remembers how opposition leaders were ridiculed for pointing out India's vulnerabilities. When Rahul Gandhi or others questioned the Chinese incursions, the ruling establishment labeled them as anti-national. But when Foreign Minister S. J. Shankar himself admitted that China is an economy too large to confront, the same media remained silent. Had Gandhi said those words, the outrage would have been endless. Beyond rhetoric, the ground reality shows the cracks in India's foreign policy. China continues to occupy strategic positions along the border. It continues to support Pakistan diplomatically and militarily. It blocks sanctions against terror outfits like Lashkar-e-Taiba at the UN. It openly strengthens Pakistan's hand in Kashmir-related issues. Yet our leadership chooses to highlight photo opportunities as if they alone represent progress. The contradictions extend further. Only months ago, the government took a hard line against Turkey after its support for Pakistan. Turkish ties were downgraded, aviation agreements halted, and nationalist rhetoric peaked. Today, the ban has been quietly lifted and Turkish airlines have been allowed back into Indian skies. A complete U-turn explained by nothing more than political convenience. This constant shifting has created a pattern. The BJP projects hostility towards foreign nations when elections are near, painting itself as the sole defender of national sovereignty. But once the electoral dust settles, the same government quietly resets relations, prioritizing optics and trade interest over national security concerns. The cost of this policy are becoming clear. The United States has imposed steep tariff on Indian goods even while it maintains deep trade and academic ties with China. Washington welcomes nearly 600,000 Chinese students each year, yet New Delhi, instead of securing concrete gains, continues to celebrate symbolic photo session. Meanwhile, Indian soldiers who gave their lives at Galwan remain unacknowledged by the highest office in the land. Citizens who expect accountability for national security are offered only hollow slogans. And a media that once claimed to question power has transformed into a propaganda machine eager to glorify even the most glaring U-turns. The truth is that Indian foreign policy today lacks clarity, consistency, and credibility. The government demands unquestioning celebration of its every move, but the contradictions cannot be hidden forever. From Galwan to Pahalgam, from Beijing to Ankara, the records speak louder than any slogan. This is not diplomacy built on strength, this is diplomacy built on spectacle. And while the headlines may celebrate the handshake in Beijing, the questions about sovereignty, sacrifice, and strategy remains unanswered. That's all for today. If you like the content we provide, please subscribe to the Upfront and press the bell icon to get notification of all our updates. Please share our videos and educate others. Thank you.